राधिका चरणोदयं गोपीनां समयुक्तानां वृन्दावन मनोहरं तवैवास्मि तवैवास्मि कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि श्री गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
First of all, my obeisances to my spiritual master, Nitya Pravishna Om Vishnupad. Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj. To my Shiksha Guru also, Nitya Pravishna Om Vishnupad, Astutara Shata, Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta. So Narayana Goswami Maharaj, their lotus feet which remove all the fear, offer my billions of Dandavat Pranams. Also after that, my obeisances to Nitya Pravishna Om Vishnupad, Astotara Shata Srimad Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Swami Maharaj, and also to all the sannyasis present here in the dais, to all the mothers, the women, to all the God brothers, to all of those eager to hear Hari-katha, to all of those very affectionate mothers, to the feet of everyone, to the lotus feet of everyone, please accept my dandavats again and again accordingly. So until now, you've heard about the contribution of Mahaprabhu. You've heard about the contribution of Mahaprabhu. Gaurasundara, he came to this world. Why? To give what to us? He came to give, whatever he gave was in the Nama Sankirtana. What did I say? Nama Sankirtana. Mahaprabhu did not write any book. He did not write any book. What did he do? He spoke 8 verses. How many? 8 verses. He only spoke 8 verses. So within these 8 verses, he put the essence of the Veda, Purana, Upanishads, everything. In Hindi they say, it's like all the ocean in a jar. So imagine a jar where you put the water of all the 7 oceans in a jar. So what is the meaning of that? In this Kali Yuga, no need to do anything else, only chant holy names. So you've heard until now. So you don't need to do anything else in this Kali Yuga, only chant holy names. So who chants holy names? How to chant? Which holy name to chant? In Kali Santana Upanishad, it's described. The holy names has 16 names, 32 syllables. 16 names and 32 syllables. It's the Mahamantra Hare Krishna. You must chant that holy name. This is described in the Kali Santana Upanishad, that the Mahamantra of Kali Yuga is this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Some Panditas, they say, oh, the Mahamantra is a mantra from the Vedas, right? So, you can see that Mahaprabhu saw that people are not qualified to chant mantra of the Vedas in Kali Yuga. So that's why Mahaprabhu gave the mantra upside down or not in the proper order. So these people say, the actual Mahamantra, they say, the actual Mahamantra is Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and then Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So these people say this. You know, the Gita Press is a very famous publishing house in India. They print so many scriptures like the Gita, for example. Gita Press is a publishing house. So there the Mahamantra is described as Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and then the Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So in the, not the proper order.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
So exactly, they preach exactly the opposite order of the Mahamantra. So they say the Mahamantra start with the Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Because they say, oh, Hare means Hari, and Rama means Ram, and Krishna is Krishna. So they give the order, like why they say, why we chant like this? Because first it came in Satya Yuga, came like Hari, Narayan, and then after came Lord Ram in Satya Yuga, and then Krishna in Dwapara Yuga. So that's why they say you have to chant with Hare Rama first. Because the Hare Rama, Hari means Hari, that came in Satya Yuga, and then after Ram, and then came Krishna, they say. So they say this, oh, this is the Mahamantra in Kali Yuga, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So if you don't know, you believe in them. So what are they saying? So we need to know also the negative so that we know the positive as well. So they say like this, oh, Mahaprabhu made opposite, other way around, the mantra.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
But the Kali Santana Upanishad, Maharaj was saying that Vyasadeva himself wrote Kali Santana Upanishad, the scriptures, and all in the ancient Puranas written by Vyasadeva, especially this Kali Santana Upanishad, describes, you can find in Jaipur, the library of Jaipur, you know, the library of Jaipur, you can still find these ancient books there. The library of Jaipur is an ancient library in Jaipur. So there you can still find this book, Kali Santana Upanishad. You can buy this book there. Like you can check, collect. It's a very ancient book, very, very, very old. So before Mahaprabhu came, 5,000 years ago, how many years? 5,000. When Mahaprabhu came? About 500 years ago, 550 years ago. So if you go to Jaipur, you can see, you have darshan of Govinda Dev, and there you tell them, oh, can I please show me Kali Santana Upanishad? 5,000 years ago, before Mahaprabhu came, this Kali Santana Upanishad was written by Vyasadeva, and then the Kali Yuga Mahamantra is mentioned there. What is the Mahamantra?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
But Gita Press, which is a major publishing house in India, they publish all the books, devotion, like scripture books, saying that the Mahamantra is Hare Rama, starting like this. So that's not proper. That's why if you don't have association of a pure devotee, you cannot understand. You believe in whatever anyone says. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, he gave an example about this. You know, the sheep, the animal. If one sheep is going in front, all the other sheep will follow behind. Prabhupada gave actually a beautiful example about this. One person, there was a shepherd, you know, a guy who had taking care of many sheep, and then he was taking care of the sheep, and he had to cross a river. There was a river in the middle, you know, like a small river. And then the shepherd was thinking what to do because the sheep didn't want to go in the water, and he was worried, thinking, how can I cross the river? How can I cross the river with sheep? With all these sheep. And then a sadhu told him, look, do one thing. Take one of the sheep and throw it in the water. And then the sheep, when you throw that sheep in the water, that sheep will start like swimming, kind of swimming, and it will cross. And you'll see that all the other sheep they will also follow behind. All the other sheep, they will follow behind. Why this example is given? In this world, people are like this. They, first of all, they don't read the books, they don't study, nothing. So in Hindi they say it's like Berchala. Maybe I forgot any proverb similar in English. It's like the sheep that follows the other sheep. Maria vai com as outras in Portuguese. In English, how do you say? It's like a proverb. Like you believe anyone and you just go with everyone. You know, like you just follow everyone. So you need to actually think. You shouldn't be like a blind sheep following the other blind sheep. You can see the sheep when they're going, they don't even look up. They just like blindly just follow the other sheep. Like they don't even look up to see where they're going, nothing. Sheep generally is like that, this animal. So Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada in his Upakhyanupadesh, he gave this example with the story. So that people nowadays, they're like this, just like sheep. They are not studying the scriptures, they don't know, they don't read the scriptures, nothing. Whatever someone says, they just believe and think it's okay. No, you have to study the scriptures. But they're not reading the scriptures properly. Somebody say, oh, the Mahamantra is Nitai Gaura, Radhesham, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Like Maharaj is describing. Where did you get this mantra? In that group they say, oh, my Gurudev got in his dream. Gurudev got in his dream that the Mahamantra we have to chant is Nitai Gaura, Radhesham, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Japa Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Sorry, there's a japa in the middle. But this is not the Mahamantra. That's rasa bhasha dosh, this mixture of different rasas, like Radharani with Nityananda together. No, they don't match. Because who is Nityananda? Nityananda is Baladeva Prabhu. Shrimati Radhika. Radharani wouldn't meet Krishna with, like how can you take the name of Nityananda together with Radharani, like against the proper rasas. This is called rasa bhasha dosh, mixture of different rasas. Mahaprabhu himself said, if you love me, Mahaprabhu told. If you have affection for me, Mahaprabhu told. What do you have to do? You chant this Mahamantra. Don't chant anything else. A Mahamantra, this Mahamantra. In the Chaitanya Bhagavata is written clearly. Mahaprabhu told. Kohilam A Mahamantra. Which Mahamantra? It's written right after.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Mahaprabhu said, if you love me, if you have affection for me, you should follow my instructions. So you follow the instruction of someone that you love. If you have love for someone, you're going to follow that instruction of that person. One Pandita came to Mahaprabhu and told, oh, you're chanting this Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Some Pandita asked Mahaprabhu, but Krishna is the husband of the whole world, Jagatpati. And a chaste woman should never take the name of her husband, isn't it? Do you understand? A chaste woman in Bengal is like this, yeah. A chaste woman never ever takes the name of her husband. In Ramayana is also, we can see, when Ramachandra was going to the forest, so Rama was in the front, Sita in the back, and in the back after Sita, Lakshman. So they're walking, and then at one place there was some people. There were many wives of Munis also there in that area. So Ram and Lakshman, they were a little bit to the side. Sita Devi came to the place where the wives of the Munis were there. Sita sat with them. And all the wives of the Munis, they were very happy to see them because they were so pretty, all of them. So they asked Sita Devi, the wives of the Munis. So these two men who were there, who is your husband between them? So who is your husband? So they saw that Sita was married. She had like sindoor, all the symbols. He had also on her, the sanka means the conch bracelets, like in Bengal. So both are very pretty, both men, So they ask, who is your husband from them? And what did Sita Devi give answer? Did she say, oh, that's Ram, my husband, and Lakshman is my brother-in-law? No, she didn't say this. What did she say? She didn't tell the name of her husband. She said, you see the one which is light complexioned one, because Lakshman is Gaura, means he's white, and Ramachandra is black. So that one who is white, he's my brother-in-law. His name is Lakshman. And that one who is blackish, the one that was blackish, he is my brother-in-law, older brother. He is the older brother of my brother-in-law. Means what? My husband, of course. Look at this. So Shastra describes. Looks like that. Okay, this is a long time ago, Ramayana. Just like in Bengal, they say, oh, before the veil went away, because in the back, in the old times, in the old days, women used to cover their hair with the veil. You know, veil, they used to cover their head. So, you know, in Bengal, they say like this. Oh. So nowadays, nobody's covering their head anymore. They're not covering their head anymore. So they're not covering their head. So in Bengal, they say like this, like nowadays, the relationship completely changed. Like, that's not proper. You see how Sita herself, she wouldn't even tell the name of her husband. That is the culture, proper Vedic culture. So coming back. So a Pandit asked Mahaprabhu, chaste woman shouldn't take the name of her husband. So why do you take the name of Krishna? Because he's the supreme husband of everyone. Krishna is Jagannatha, Jagatpati, the husband of everyone. So how can you take that his name? So he's our husband. So how can you tell the name of your husband, right? So we chanted the name of Krishna. So Mahaprabhu, which answer he gave? Beautiful answer. He said, the order of the husband is more important. We must follow the order of the husband. That's the topmost thing. Do you understand what he said? Who understood? Who understood? Means we must follow the instruction of the husband. This is the most important thing. So God himself, Mahaprabhu, what did he say? He told us to chant this Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We must chant holy names. So this is the instruction Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us. He said, if you will love to me, all of you should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and nothing else. Mahaprabhu is Jagatpati. Mahaprabhu is Swayam Bhagavan. Mahaprabhu told everybody should chant. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Remember, the order of the husband is more important than anything. We must follow the order of the husband. So what husband means, the Supreme Lord, because everyone's husband is saying, you have to chant Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You're going to thank everything by chanting holy names. Mahaprabhu did not write any book. He only used to chant holy names. And by this, he gave prema to everyone. Some days ago, we went to where? We went to where? When Mahaprabhu gave prema to everyone. Ranchi. Jharkhand. So in Jharkhand, in that forest, all the animals and birds, Mahaprabhu, he made everyone dance. Just like this kid. What is your name? He was dancing. Wait, stand up, please. So I went to his house. Yeah. You can see on YouTube. He was dancing very nicely. What to say? There was the footprints of an elephant. So all the footprints, there was a big snake also, and the footprint, like the imprint of the snake is on the stone. So if you go to the place where Mahaprabhu went, if you don't go to that place, you cannot believe until you go to that place. Big elephant print also on the stone, because the stone melted, isn't it? What's your name? Radha Mohan. He was so happy, dancing. You can see on YouTube that video. 10,000 people gave like in the video of he was dancing. Shared, because he was dancing. He was with me there in the Mahaprabhu's place in Jharkhand. Very nice. Very nice. He was dancing. There's also the imprints of elephants, of the tiger as well. There's also a big temple there. Big temple. Beautiful place. Beautiful. So Mahaprabhu, he gave prem to everyone by chanting holy names, to the chanting of the holy names. We must chant the pure holy names. So what is the path of chanting? How to chant? Being more humble than a blade of grass, tolerant as a tree, giving all respect to others and not expecting any respect for you. How to chant? It will be bitter, but you must know all that. Nowadays, I know. Maybe we cannot give up some things because of a bad addictions from the past. Not from only this life, but from previous life also. It's very hard to give up some addictions and bad things we do. I understand you, but you should start. You should try slowly to give up. You should try. Our mouth, God gave us a mouth to chant holy names. But how to chant holy names? Your heart should be purified. So there was a Maharaj. His name was, he was very big. What is in Navadvipa? Tridandi Maharaj. So those who are from Chobis Pargana, this region in Bengal, he used to preach there. His name was Cheledore Maharaj, because he used to catch all the kids and bring to the temple. Like when he used to give Hari-katha, he didn't need Hari-katha. He was very strong, like his voice is so loud. So even when there's no light in the temple, Narayana Goswami Maharaj used to say, Trinanda Maharaj, you give the class. Because he didn't need mic. His voice was so loud, he could speak without mic. Very loud voice. Just like a conch voice. Like this. Tridandi Maharaj. Very, his body was also so big, very big. That Kanti Mala in his neck was so thick. Who has had the darshan of Tridandi Maharaj? He had the darshan. He was very big, And he also came to Gaudiya Mat. His body was huge. And his Hari-katha also like this. Siliguri Shaktigar, his temple was there. So he established a temple. So he used to preach a lot in that area. He's disciple of Bhakti Pragyanakeshwar Maharaj. So he used to bring all the kids from Chobis Pargana and bring to the temple. Like all the new devotees, Actually, all the brahmacharis from Devana Gaudiya Mata, mainly they're all from Medinipur and Chobis Pargana, 2 regions in Bengal. He used to speak very loudly. Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So So don't make your mouth a drain. Drain is a place full of stool, right? And bad things. All the stinky stuff goes in the drains, in the sewage. So he used to say like this, don't make your mouth a drain. Your mouth a drain. So I used to go with him to the... I went with him to Chobis Pargana to beg for rice, means get alms. And also Parajlaka Maharaj also, we went to Bankura to also beg for donation for rice. And with Tridandi Maharaj, I went with him, Chobis Pargana, Kashinagar, that region. I went with him to beg alms long time ago. Sotridhan Maharaj, he used to say, don't make your mouth a drain. Don't make a drain in your mouth. The drain is full of stool. So don't make your mouth like that. What is the meaning? He used to say clearly, don't eat chicken. Don't eat chicken. You should speak like directly like this. Because your tongue, you should use for chanting holy names. So you should purify your tongue. Some people say, oh, Mahaprabhu told to chant holy names and you can just chant. Mahaprabhu said, everybody should chant holy names. Yes, but at the same time, you can only attain God if your heart is pure. And for your heart to be pure, you have to eat purely. And then you can think about God. So if your food is not pure, your heart will never ever be purified. And if your heart is not purified, you never will be able to chant the holy names of Bhagavan. Otherwise, it's only syllables, not the actual holy names. So the scriptures describe all this. You must eat pure food, sattvic ahar, mode of goodness, transcendental. Sattvic ahar, mode of goodness. In the Gita, it's described what is the food in the mode of goodness, and this food will purify your heart. And then you'll be able to remember Bhagavan. And when you remember Bhagavan, you can you can chant the pure holy names. So Mahaprabhu told all this. The scriptures describe. Yeah, Mahaprabhu told you have to chant, of course. And in second Shikshastika verse, it's described. There's no rules for chanting. And I still have no taste for chanting. I'm so unlucky. So these people, the Sahajis, they take these as an argument. They said, oh, Mahaprabhu himself said there's no rule for chanting. No rule. Eat, do whatever you want. Meat, chicken, everything. You can eat. Put everything in your mouth, whatever you want, no problem. But no. You should put in your mouth. So when you die, they put the fire in your mouth. Mukhagni, it's called. So that mouth that you didn't chant holy names, you're eating chicken and bad things. So now in the time of your death, they burn your body, first burning through the mouth. But if you're a Vaishnava, if you chant pure holy names, they never do this for a Vaishnava. When they burn the body of a Vaishnava, when they cremate the Vaishnava body, they never do putting fire in the mouth first. No. They do from the feet, the fire from the feet. Why? Because even the fire is doing this pranam. So it's praising the Vaishnava, like the demigods are praying to the feet of the Vaishnava. So yeah. So those who eat meat, fish, they are. But for these people, they put the fire first in the mouth when they cremate the body. Oh yeah, you didn't chant holy names? Yeah? Or you're eating meat? You made your mouth a drain your whole life? Okay, so now let's clean this, let's burn it. So, shouldn't eat meat ever. You should slowly become also vegetarian and give up also cigarettes and drink. So many people smoke. Navini Parikrama, too much. And then they're keeping the cigarettes hidden. Oh, they're walking and then smoking or whatever. You should never do that. Never smoke. So when in the Dharmashala, when they go, the pilgrims go, they found cigarette buds, actually there. You cannot believe. When they clean the floor in the parikrama, after the pilgrims go, they found so many cigarette buds, so many on the floor, in the temple, in the Dharmashala, in the temple where the Bengalis stay. So, that's what they're saying. People are doing the parikrama, but actually smoking here and there as well. So, Vrindavana will not give mercy. So Mahaprabhu gives so much mercy in Navadvipa Dham. But you came out to Vrindavan. So here there's no like you should never smoke cigarette or any kind of bad things here. No intoxication, nothing. Should be pure, Mahaprasada only, and chant holy names. So Mahaprabhu gave us teaching how to chant holy names. Trinadapi Sunichana. You must chant holy names. You must associate with the pure devotee, chant holy names. Take Diksha. Mahaprabhu was saying, you must take Diksha, yes. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in his commentary, he wrote, there's a verse here, even I quoted here, from Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, those who don't take Diksha after death, they will take birth as an animal. Next birth is an animal birth. But those who have taken Diksha, they will not reincarnate as an animal in the next life. The verse is here. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, he quoted this from the scriptures. Shivaji himself told Devi Parvati, Devi, hear me out. Those who don't have Diksha, those who haven't taken Diksha, those who haven't taken the mantra from the Guru, everything they do is useless. There's no fruit they get, nothing. And after that, they'll take birth as an animal. In the future, after death, which kind of birth they'll get? Animal birth. In relation to that, there's a beautiful story in the Puranas. Once Narada Rishi, he was traveling here and there, and then he came to a couple's house. You know, Dampati means couple. So he came to a couple's house. They didn't have children, so he came to their house. And the sadhu came, was like the afternoon, like sunset time. So the couple was so happy to receive Narada Rishi in their house. They cooked so many things. You know, Bengali, they're so happy, and they cooked so many things. And they offered to Narada Rishi. Narada Rishi asked them, are you initiated in the Krishna mantra? Have Diksha in the Krishna mantra? Husband and wife said, no. We don't have Diksha in the Krishna mantra. Shastra describes those who haven't taken Diksha from Guru, you shouldn't even take water from their hands. Not even water you should accept from a hand of someone who is not initiated. If you take Diksha from someone who doesn't have Diksha, you go to hell. If you drink that water from someone who doesn't have Diksha, you go to hell. You have to go to hell. So, you should never even drink water from the hands of someone who doesn't have Diksha. What to speak of eating their food? So, Narada Rishi said, I will not eat in your house. Husband and wife were so upset. Well, sadhu came to my house, and we weren't able to feed the sadhu. They got so upset. So the wife was so upset, and then she came to Narada and said, if you don't take prasad in my house, my 7 generations, 7 lives, I will have to go to hell if you don't take prasad in my house. Narada Rishi said, okay, so I have to take Diksha. Then the wife, she took Diksha from Narada. But the husband said, oh, I work too much. You know, men, they don't take Diksha easily. Men don't take Diksha easily. We can say in the Navadvipa Parikrama time. Maybe 80% is women taking Diksha and 20% men taking Diksha in Navadvipa Parikrama. It's true. 20% men and 80% women taking diksha in the parikrama Navadvipa time. Because women have soft hearts. So the wife took diksha from Narada Rishi, but the husband did not. He said, "Oh, I work too much. I have to do this, to do that. I have to do that. I have to go there, go here, and I won't take diksha." But according to time, circumstance, after some days, husband and wife both died. They left their body. They left what? Their body. They died. And then Shastra, this verse is there. It is not my sloka. You can see it's in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita. In the commentary of Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. When you go back to your house, open your Chaitanya Charitamrita with the commentary of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. So he quoted this verse from the scriptures, not me. You can check in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it's there. Shiva himself told to Devi Parvati this. Adikshit, if someone who doesn't have initiated, everything they do is useless. So what happened? So the wife took diksha, but the husband hadn't taken diksha. So they died, and then she took birth as a princess in the next life. As a princess, she was born in the next life. Where are you going? Sit down, sit down. Here's the end of the story of the princess. So she took birth as a princess. So she took birth as a princess. So since from childhood, she used to be very religious. When she got a young age, it's time for her getting married. And then, that ceremony of putting the garland in the husband, like she was choosing her husband. She can choose her husband. That's called Swayambara Sabha. So many men, whoever came that wanted to marry her, they came and all that, So nowadays women may speak against this. Oh, what is this? But this is the scripture saying. So actually the parents, they have to consent with the wedding. That's the properly. So that's a ceremony, Swayamvar Sabha. So she's choosing her husband amongst many princes. Beautiful ceremony. So she was holding the garland to choose a husband. Who is going to be her husband? So she was walking, and the elephant of the king was there. Big elephant. And she put the garland on the neck of the elephant. Everyone was shocked. Why did you do that? Why did you put the garland on the neck of the elephant? And then she said, he was actually my husband in a previous life. She could remember the previous life. She could remember. This elephant in the previous life, he was my husband. He didn't take initiation from Narada Rishi. He didn't take. That's why he took birth as an elephant. Then she put the garland around his neck. Then Narada Rishi turned up, and then Narada Rishi spoke the mantra on the ears of that elephant, like initiation. And then when he gave the mantra, the elephant left his body, and then immediately a beautiful demigod body showed up from that elephant body. And then he took the princess and they went to the Nitya Dham. So what is the meaning? The scriptures describe, if someone takes the Diksha mantra from the bona fide Guru, even if you haven't achieved your perfection in your spiritual practice, even still is 100% guaranteed that your next life will be not an animal life. It will be human life. Gurudev said at least applause, clap for that. So you're not going to get a body of an animal, but as a human being. Some people say, I don't have time for Diksha, for initiation. Oh, you don't have time? When the time of your death comes, Jam Maharaj will come to you. Jam Maharaj will come to you. And you're going to tell him, oh, I don't have time to die. No, Jam Maharaj will beat you. Come now. So, the scriptures describe this. Mahaprabhu himself said, hey Brahmana, give up everything. And you should do Krishna bhajana. You should take Diksha. And should never eat these bad things like meat, for example. And you should, and if you do this, at least in the next life, you will not take birth as an animal, you take birth as a human being. It's 100% guaranteed. And you won't have to, if you take Diksha, you also will not go to the Jamalok. If you take initiation from a bona fide guru, you will not go to hell. Also applause for that. Even if you do a little bit practice of Bhakti Yoga, you get so much benefit. Krishna told in the Bhagavad Gita, even if you haven't attained your perfection yet, but if you give up your body in the middle of the practice of this highest path, after death, next birth, Bhagavana will give you opportunity to continue your spiritual life from where you stopped. You can continue in the next life. You can continue in the next life from that stage where you stopped. So Shastra describes everybody should take Diksha. Don't eat bad things. Purify your heart. Shastra describes this. Chant holy names. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama. Even if you cannot take Tulasi Mala, you can take with the Ning Mala. At least in one life, at least you have this practice of chanting holy names in a Japa Mala, of chanting. Then slowly, slowly, when you give up all these bad things, then you can take the Tulasi Mala and take Diksha and continue. Hari Hari Bol. Maybe Maharaj will also speak more a little bit now.